Today's adventure brings me to downtown Cleveland, Ohio. As the recording of this, Friday, October 7th, 2022. There is a rather large chandelier.
Go try, baby!
That will not be the first person heckling me today for wearing Rays gear. Welcome everyone. TheDailyWoo here. A very brisk, lot colder than we flew in last night. Garbage truck going by. Explorer and Ryan is also here. When we landed last night, very, very, very late, post midnight, it was warm. Now it's not warm. It's cold.
About a 30-degree difference.
You were used to this weather because you lived here for quite a while.
I went through a lot of trouble to get away from this.
You moved to Florida 10 years ago, give or take.
Yep.
But you're back. Cheers for the wild card game against Tampa Bay Rays. I am wearing an appropriate hat. You are also wearing an appropriate hat. Reppin' Cleveland, even though you do root for the Rays a lot when you're home. Now you're back at your real home, and we're heading over to Progressive Field. Is that right? What did it used to be called?
This is the Jake. It will always be the Jake.
It'll always be the Jake. I've never been here. This is going to be knocking off another stadium for me, watching the Rays play their opponents. Join me. Now this is a 12:07, so 7 minutes after noon. First pitch, so just right after the cusp of noon. You see, right over there in the distance of Progressive Field, they have the lights on because it's very overcast here during the day.
Before you sign off of that shot, the shot that you had when you started, was the battle from the Avengers. This shot filmed right.
Oh, no kidding. So this building or the one way down there, the big tall building?
This entire area.
Oh, it was in the Avengers.
That's where they had the team got together and fought the Chitauri.
All right. Now parking down here, $60. I'm not sure if they were laughing at me or laughing. We actually got a hotel within walking distance of here though, so didn't have to pay the parking. We had to pay the hotel fee, but yeah. And Ryan was just informing me, over here, Alice Cooper, the rock star, used to have a place called, what was it called?
Alice Cooperstown.
Alice Cooperstown, but it didn't last. Also, I'm kind of wondering if I'll probably be one of the 2% of people, maybe not even 2%, probably like 0.5% of people in here wearing anything Tampa Bay. So that's kind of... Oh, I just got an FU. I just got an FU from that person driving. Now, I went to a lot of regular season away games rooting for the Rays. This is my first postseason in an away stadium. And I think the vibe is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to getting a little flack from the opposing team fans that are here. I have been waiting for the postseason all year. All right, I have spotted my first Tampa Bay cap in front of the line up there. Kind of want to walk around a little bit though too.
Let's do it. There's plenty of years to them.
A lot of the history here, I've heard good things about this. There's my shadow in here, Ryan's shadow in here. Heard good things about the stadium with all the history that's here. Bob Feller standing in front. Hopefully it does not rain. I've heard rain delays here can be rather extensive. Another player over here, number 5. I do love how a lot of baseball stadiums have their hometown heroes out in front. How many games have you been to at this stadium?
Oh, dozens.
Dozens of them? Never a postseason?
A couple postseasons, but never one of the ones that would either bring them to the next level or eliminate them.
There it is up there, 2022 wild card. Tampa Bay versus Cleveland. Tampa Bay Rays. TB. Dude, look up top. They still have... Oh, never mind. It says guard. It says Indians at the top.
It's in the Indians font, however.
That's what it is. We're gonna do a lap. Now I'm noticing the weather's kind of crisp and cool, but there still are some people selling bootleg merch of some across the street there underneath that kind of historic Gothic looking archway. And here is a general layout of the land, if you will. So where were we? Oh, we're here right now.
Yeah.
So we've walked around to, let's see, this would be the right field, first base side, more or less is where we're standing. Progressive Field, the signage right there. You can kind of see it peeking through the foliage. I believe doors open 2 hours before. I thought maybe for the postseason it'd be a little earlier, but it is just about 2 hours prior. Gonna head in. An announcement is being made.
Welcoming people.
Gates are open. I'm gonna walk over here to the bridge though and show why this team has been recalled. Oh, there's a train whistle. That's inside the stadium. All right, my prediction before the game, I want to predict what the score will be. I think it's going to be 5-1, give or take a run or so. Rays are going to win. Shane McClanahan, who pitched in the All-Star game at the middle of the season, taking the mound. I think it's going to be 5-1. I think the Rays are going to kind of ignite the bats, and they are going to pull away with a decent-sized lead, leaving Cleveland with only 1 run. I could be completely wrong, but I just want to make that statement before heading inside. This is also a best-of-3 series. First one to win 2 games. There's a game today, game tomorrow, and if necessary, Sunday for game 3. It's on. All right, I had to zoom way in, but those 2 pillars going over this bridge, there are 2 guardians on either side. Look at this sign up here. It looks like Cleveland was American League champions back in 2016. We are walking through the infield district. Now inside the merch booth, the merch stand here, this is going to be the Guardians starting pitcher today. So it's going to be Bieber versus McClanahan. And getting inside the stadium, you know, almost hour and 45 minutes before first pitch, starting to fill up a little bit, and some of the players are out on the field, kind of warming up for both teams, and definitely can already tell. I mean, this obviously this is the Rays away game, so there's not going to be a lot of people wearing Tampa Bay Rays blue, but it's going to be a sea of red here today, and I will be one of the few rooting for the Rays. But I'm sitting on right behind the Rays dugout, kind of, sort of, so should kind of be in with other people here rooting for the Rays. Now Ryan was telling me that a big kind of local thing here is the special ballpark mustard. So at some point I'm going to get a hot dog today to get some ballpark mustard. And this is kind of out in center field, this gift shop here, this team store they call it. All right, it is now 10:40. Stadium's starting to fill up a little bit, but it's definitely not incredibly packed. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be a full house or if it's going to be half empty. It's kind of hard to tell on a Friday at noon. Some people are still at work. I wonder if people will kind of show up for the Tribe and just kind of see what happens. So it's 10:41 right now as I'm kind of panning around and walking around doing the full loop Grand Circle tour here at Progressive Field. And first pitch is at 12:07, so still about an hour and a half till first pitch. Now since this is Progressive Field, they have some lockers here, home field protection, and they have, are they free lockers? They're probably not. Are they free lockers?
Free storage.
Free storage. Oh, very nice. And also, some of these are not working. So instead of saying just a normal, this is down for maintenance, they put strike. So we got strike 1, strike 2. Oh, the free charging cable's in there. And with 1 hour till first pitch, I got Jason Adam walking by, who is one of my favorite relievers. Him and Pete Fairbanks. Those are probably the 2 that are my favorite relief pitchers. Also, it's 1 hour before first pitch. So it's just a little after 11 now. And you can see they're still starting to get the field all ready. Players are making their way over to the dugout, and probably going to be, McClanahan might start warming up pretty soon over in the bullpen. So I'm going to kind of head over there as well. It definitely appears as if the stadium is filling up more than I kind of expected. I thought maybe people wouldn't be, like with the weather how it is and being, you know, Friday at noon, that the stadium wouldn't be full. But now I'm kind of thinking there's going to be definitely going to be a decent sized crowd. I don't think it's going to be a capacity, but it's definitely going to be a decent sized crowd, I think. And I should also mention this is a Pepsi town. I actually got some Mountain Dew here. Going to head over to the bullpen, see if McClanahan is warming up. But also, they take cash here, where the Tribe is cashless. But they take cash and credit cards here. Now less than a half hour till first pitch, and McClanahan's out there warming up. We're going to be heading over to the bullpen soon. Now Ryan was telling me a minute ago, the guys on top of the roof over there on that kind of, I guess that's a parking structure, they have fireworks set up, so if Cleveland hits a home run, fireworks will go off the top of that kind of mid-roof. And it looks like Bethencourt is going to be behind home plate playing catcher today. I haven't checked the starting lineup yet, but yeah, that's Bethencourt over here in the bullpen, kind of starting to warm up. Now Bieber is going to be on the mound for the Guardians, so it's kind of a battle of the pitchers today. All right, I'm looking at the Rays starting lineup. I like it. Yandy leading off, and Wander, Randy Rosarina third, Ramirez, definitely G-Man's in, Manny Margot ahead, Bethencourt behind the plate, Taylor Walls is in, surprising, and Jose Siri as well. Of course, they'll probably do some pinch hitting and stuff, but yeah, that's the starting. Now they're showing the pitching matchup. Of course, there's no stats up there because this is going to be the stats for the day, not their career. It's McClanahan versus Bieber. Everyone's cheering for Bieber, but Shane McClanahan's making his way. Some call him Sugar Shane. People are booing him.
Picking up a win in Tampa on July 22nd. Giving up 1 run on 5 days.
Yeah, Shane warming up in the bullpen, getting the arm loose. A little cool and crisp out here. Got to keep the arm loose, getting ready to start heading over after watch Shane warm up a little bit, and then head back over to our seats and grab our seats and prepare for the first pitch. It's game time. It's the fireworks. It's game time.
Thank you, Dan.
All right, I think I might be the only person up here wearing anything Tampa Ray Rays in this area. The only one. Look at this. The sea of red. And Yandy Diaz taking the plate. First one up. First pitch about to begin. Wander struck out. All right, and just like that, the Guardians are now up. We're going to try to bunt. First pitch of bunt. And Yandy Diaz with the error went past him at third. Guardians got a guy on third. There's a strike. Struck him out. Grabbing the double. All right, before it starts getting too deep into the game, we're going to go ahead and get a hot dog here from Ballpark Classics. It's kind of just above where the seating area we're sitting at. The Rays are up right now again. We kind of decided. She's running in. We kind of decided. Also, you purchased a new cap. We've decided to kind of load up on the snacks. That way we don't have to get up again because you have to wait a while. We've already missed kind of a half inning, 3/4 of an inning. So I'm just going to get a hot dog, peanuts, nachos, and a bottle. I'm just getting the bottle of Crisco. What are you going to get?
I'm just going to get a big cup of Crisco and a wooden spoon.
Okay.
When in Rome.
That's it. Got out of that one. Woo, that got a little hairy. All right, that took an exorbitant amount of time. I think we missed like probably an inning and a half, but I'm now finally trying the Burt's Original Ballpark Mustard here on my dog. It's also still tied, but the Guardians got a man on first and second. Very tight quarters over in here. I'm excited to finally try this. And with the Rays back up, still tied, going into the top of the fifth now, this is my second hot dog because I was going to get nachos and cheese and they were out of it. And I must say, the mustard is amazing. I don't know if I prefer, it's definitely better than regular mustard, but I think, I don't know, it's kind of tied with like a hot mustard, kind of a hot mustard. But I really like the way they kind of char grill the dogs. Pretty dang good. Maybe one of the best hot dogs I've had, but maybe Chicago's probably number one. Oh, that's a base hit, Harold. Ooh, this crowd went silent. Yeah, I'm noticing how tall the left field wall is out there. It's like a miniature green monster here. They want that third strike, third out at the top of the fifth here. Crowd on their feet. Ooh, almost a wild pitch.
Of the hot dog derby race, our 2022 champion, Onion! His mantra is work smarter, not harder. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
They are doing a hot dog race. So they got the hot dogs coming out to race along the warning track. It's pretty freaking cool. It's almost like they do at the Trop with DJ Kitty and Raymond and the soccer mascot, but this is with the hot dogs. Pretty freaking cool. Hot dogs. Sugardale hot dogs. Oh yeah. Siri just hit a home run. It is 1-0. Rays. Woo! Place went quiet. Sweet. Siri. 1-0. That's how it's done.
Stepping in now for Tampa Bay, the leadoff hitter, number 2.
Now, there are people sitting pretty much in every seat, even out in the outfield. A lot of good seats here, but the best seat is this little bird right here that's perched right there. Up on the top. See that bird right there? Has a great, great view. Not sure what's going on, but Cash has come out. Kevin Cash has come out, talked to the ump. Looks like they might be challenging the home run, maybe saying it's a ground rule double. I think Kevin Cash and the Rays want to challenge this as a ground rule double. I'm kind of curious to see what this call is going to be. It's either this crowd is going to be really ticked off or really, really, really happy. And here's the announcement. It is a 2-run homer. This place is going nuts. All right, now 7th inning stretch just ended, so it's now the bottom of the 7th, and I am kind of surprised. McClanahan's still on the mound in bottom of the 7th. Nice view of the skyscrapers up there. And there really is full house here, all the way up to the upper deck. Into the 8th. Bieber's still on the mound for the Guardians in the 8th. Bieber's on fire. Bieber is on fire. Looks like the Rays are going to pinch hit Paredes. There's a little pinch hit action with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Paredes is now coming up. Even the hot dog mustard way out there is in the outfield. Oh yeah, base hit. That's it, Isak. Woo. And just like that, Bieber's coming out. An incredible game into the 8th. Dominating. This has been a pitching matchup. I gotta say, Bieber, impressive, most impressive. No one really. He's trying to steal. He's safe. Safe. Oh yeah. Brujan. Pinch runner, still second. 2 outs, 2 strikes in the 8th. Siri at the plate. Brujan at second. Oh, is it gonna? Ah, come on! Broken bat. Dang it! And in the bottom of the 8th, Clevenger is on the mound now as a reliever. It's kind of surprising choice. Thankfully, the weather has cooperated and there hasn't been no rain delays, even though it's very overcast. Just need one more strike to get out of this and get to the top of the 9th and hopefully a Rays rally. Going over to first. It's always amusing when a pitcher gets booed for doing his job. All right, 3 outs for the Rays to take this. This would be how he'll want at the plate. We got Yandy, we got Wander, and then Randy up. If I was on the Rays coaching staff, if I was Kevin Cash, this is exactly how I want the order to go down. Yandy, Wander, and a Rosarena in the 9th. All right, I predicted 5-1. Looks like I was kind of wrong on that one. Strike 1. It would really be great if Randy got on base and then Harold Ramirez, who's on deck, got up and drove him in. Strike 2. All right, this is intense. No doubt about it. This is intense. I got faith in you, Randy. I got faith in you, buddy. That's going to do it. Rays lose. Guardians win game 1. Guardians win game 1. And now with the game over, check out everyone walking across the bridge that has the Guardians, the namesake of the new team name. I say that was pretty disappointing, but all in all, I mean, I did predict 5-1. But all in all, both teams, the Rays and the Guardians, pretty equal as far as, you know, talent-wise, it's more of a kind of a small ball team. It's not a lot of home run hitters, even though the home run was won on a 2-1 homer by the Guardians, and the only run the Rays got in was off a home run. But usually not a lot of power hitters on either team. It's usually a lot of, you know, just a lot of good baseball. Definitely a great game. I wish the team I was rooting for would have won, but it's only the first of 3 games. And this was the guy that drove it home for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez, with his 2-run homer. It's funny, but both home runs were both Jose's on both teams. Jose Siri hit a 1-run out to center, out to right center, pretty much dead center. And so did Jose Siri's. And this was the starting pitcher for the Guardians, Shane Bieber. And also another Shane for the Rays was on the mound, Shane McClanahan. Someone just said, take the L? Is that what he said?
I think it was hold the L.
Oh, hold the L. I thought he was talking about a train, the L train. And of course, that's going to do it for today with Sploor and Ryan. Yeah, you did not say your prediction at the beginning. You said 3-2 in your video.
Yep.
I said 5-1. You were more correct. Did you pick the Guardians to win?
I did.
So you're pretty close. It was ended up being 2-1, not 3-1. No.
Yes.
Ended up being 2-1, not 3-2. You were pretty close.
I gave it to the Tribe because home field advantage. Truthfully, they were very evenly matched, in my opinion.
I think they're pretty much very identical in a lot of ways they play.
Yeah. This could have gone either way very quickly.
It's going to be very difficult for the Rays to come back and win the next 2, as opposed to just, if they would have won the first one, I kind of had high hopes with McClanahan on the mound. But anything's possible.
Absolutely.
And even if the Rays lose tomorrow, or they don't win the series, at least I ended up going to the last games of the season.
Now, in a stadium that you've said that you've wanted to check out for a while.
I've wanted to check out for a long time. So best case scenario, the Rays end up winning the next 2, go back home to Tropicana to face the Yankees in game 3 and 4 of the ALDS. But if they lose, then you and I would have witnessed opening day of the Rays at Tropicana Field, and the last game here in Cleveland.
We bookend the season.
I think I probably just spoiled the fact that we're going to be here for the series. So there's that. I'm going to pepper in some other stuff
People
around
come to Cleveland. More power to them.
Yeah, but anyway, that's going to do it for today from me, Sploor and Ryan, here in Cleveland. We'll see you in the next video. Vlog. Peace out. But I am still crossing my fingers that the Rays win the next 2 games, and it does go to a series of 3. But if it doesn't, still enjoyed another awesome stadium. Really had fun today. Even though the Rays lost, I had a lot of fun.